Right, so I'm at a complete different angle. This is because I'm just here, my phone's dead and I need to make this, and so I was going to do this video anyway, so it's better from this angle. So here, stack map timer, cube. So pretty much if you've been practicing with a keyboard before, then when you go to a competition you'll realise your times are a lot slower, because you have to factor in the amount of time it takes you to pick up a cube from the table. That doesn't sound like it makes much of a difference, but trust me, it does. For example, I can get some... Okay, let's think of it this way. If you're holding the cube and you do soon, it's a pretty bad example, but that's 0.56. If I were to do pick up, obviously it's slower. So that's the basic premise of why it's good to have at least decent pickup. And so a lot of people have covered this before, which is just the way you practice pickup and how you should go about doing that. What I'm also going to practice is the way you should be doing it. And so I'll go over the way it's practiced because it's a really simple thing. It's literally mindless to do. You just literally set up a 4 mover. So you do 4 moves and you just execute them with pickup and try and get a decent time on them. And so what you need to know is first, probably, if you don't know the regulations for using a timer, and so you have to start with your fingers, but that's kind of flexible. It doesn't have to be exactly the bottom of your fingers, but I tend to go around this far onto the timer. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're not starting it like this. This is quite dodgy for stopping a timer. It really doesn't matter as long as you do it with your hands. Anyway, so the main way of doing it is to practice 4 movers. It doesn't matter really how many moves it is as long as it's at least 4. So one thing I've done is, as well as drilling my algs normally, sometimes I'll drill my algs with pickup added to see how fast I can execute them with pickup added. And so, like, I'm pretty bad at this one now. Yeah. Anyway, you get the premise. So now I'll go over how you do it. So a tip I was given when I went to my first competition was the way you place your hands. So if you just place your hands down straight like this, so if I move to this kind of angle, if you're just placing your hands down forwards like this, then when you go forwards like this, you're not really getting to the cube as well. And so what was suggested to me was perhaps starting with hands fairly diagonal, because when your hands go forwards then, you're going towards the cube and it's easier to start turning. So that's me with my hands facing forwards, and that was a bad example, but it's a lot faster to go diagonally like that. So the amount of difference this makes is, if you've never really practiced pickups before, for me this is actually shaved about 0.3 to 0.4 of my times, which is insane for 2x2 at least, which is such a quick event, which is really why it's good to put some practice. I'm by far not the best at this. A lot of other people can like sub 0.4 4 movers, that they take 0.5 for me, but it's a good thing to practice and get good at if you're going to do 2x2, especially for becoming fairly fast. So yeah, that's just it for today.